In fact, they're in. Simple and Plain coming up, and New Don't Brag really good off the outside. So locked away 6, short price fave, Simple and Plain, chasing a 6 here on the track. Round it comes. We're away. Oh, she's slow, Simple and Plain, back last. Early speed going the way here, Mittyesque. Then we go round inside of runners. There is Don't Brag, really good. She starts to work now, but meets a little bit of trouble. Further back in transit there now would have been Fotu, trendy towards the tail of the field. There is Zipping Steve and Calamity Free. Up they come, Kennel Mate, Mittyesque. Then we go to Don't Brag. Then she gets home, Simple and Plain. Out wide of there would have been really good. Followed towards the tail of the field here now by a No, Zipping Steve back there. Further back still was really good there on crossing. I think Fotu Trendy might have been in that pack also. Yeah, just having a look at a replay here. She's missed away today. She drove up round the outside of them going into the first bend, and then she just comes off the back of might have been the 8, was it? 5, I've got to the line anyway. 5, 6, the 8 is running third there, then the 2, Simple and Plain, so she's missed a place. 5, 6, 2 and 8, 18 and 52, no certainties in this game. A run in 14.02, and the first section not there as yet. Yeah, just have a look at it. Just missed away today. She's just the one's given her a bit of a nudge there, and she just moved out to going into the first bend there. And you think from about there she's going to kick. She's bang there to going up between them, and then she just gets a bit of a clip from one of them there. 4.50 the first section, 14.02, 18 and 52 the overall run. Kennel Mate, Mittyesque, Fears of Onic, Kai Mobile, so Craig gets the prize. Don't Brag, Haley Mullane, Lochinvar, Marlow, Amble up, and the 8 really good. Pete Lyon, on a good race after winning at Manawa 2 the other day by Cosmic Rumble from Corborn Stacey. 18 and 52 the time. We go to race number 7, back over the 527 metres, the class 1 and 2s, and that goes to 5 past the hour. Margins go up 2 by 1.5. Catch you prior to the start of the 7th.
Thank you very much for that, Pete. And we have the result here from race number 6. $24.80 and $3.60. Don't Brag, $6.50. Wheelie Good, $2.80. Quinella, 5 and 6. $97.20, 5, 6, 8, 2,084.10. The first 4, 5, 6, 8 and 2, 4,153.90, 3,032. Carried forward on to the next. Treble completed, 1, 1 and 5, $176 even. That's the 6th there, completed from Manukau. Race 8 at Timaru is the next race to go. We're inside the 5-minute mark. This is the feature race coming through there from Timaru this afternoon, and we'll be taking you on track to Mark McNamara. I hope you've enjoyed the afternoon here on TAB Trackside 1, and here are the scenes coming through from Timaru. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Feature race here. Highview Freddie, $2.80. Easy Rider, $2.90. Well Armed and Woodley Legend on the next line of betting. Hard to make a case really for many others outside of that in terms of winning chances. What I would say is, but like in the thoroughbred world, Easy Rider has the pull in the weights, has the pull in the handicaps. 20 metres, long, long way. When you think there's a couple of these horses who you would get forward and pour the speed on in the early part here with Ranfurly Rules, one of those. $12 and $2.25. He's fitter for a few runs back. He's a horse who Ricky May's sticking with here. Ricky does generally drive Well Armed also, and he's opted for Ranfurly Rules. He is the stable driver for Greganina Hope. And we see the runners getting their gear adjustments there. Brosnan Transport Limited. Brosnan Transport, long time supporters there of racing in Timaru. Sponsored the passing lane for a long time. Transporting goods all around South Canterbury and the South Island, and they sponsor the feature race there today. A handicap pace. We have runners 2 through 5 off the front. Number 8, Nick McWillie, off 10 metres, and the remainder 9 through 12 off 20. Boomer Bailey has good stand-start credentials. He's beaten better fields than this. He's at $15 and $3.60. A horse who does like to get in the early part of the race and get forward and do battle, and he generally sticks on at the business end of the race. There's Robert John Butt in the red colours for his parents David and Catherine aboard Easy Rider. Was an easy winner at Rangiora. It was a 2:09 mile rate. They popped home at around 25 and a bit second, some phenomenal last quarter, but they walked around. It was an incredibly slow race. And they zipped up the lane, and Matt Anderson judged that race perfectly. Beat home Franco Nate, who set the pace up on that occasion and was winning. That was a penalty-free win, and it was his third victory for Mr. McGrath. Katie Cox aboard Woodley Legend. Of course, they're a group winning combination with this horse. They won the Forbury Park Championship back in 2014. His most recent win came at Oamaru 2 starts ago on a slushy track. Beat home Easy Rider on that occasion. He went very well that day. That was his second up effort. Then finished fourth behind the Manipulator in a 2:03 mile rate last time out. The horse on screen, I think, well, the one that was just on screen is the value here, and Ranfurly Rules. He's the winner of 4 from 28. He's beaten some tidy horses, raced in some good fields through his career. One race springs to mind was a race back in early 2015 behind Titan Banner. He was beaten into third on that occasion. They paced a 1:57 mile rate. There was a couple of really smart horses, and Titan Banner won that race that day. I think it was one of the Purdon runners. Might have been kept under wraps when he was going well here, and Ranfurly Rules finished close up and behind them. But Highview Freddie's going to run as the favourite. Good stand start. Man is here in the Dobson colours for Blair Orange and Robert Dunn, looking to bridge the gap in the premiership. I think that's to 9. Mark McNamara, as I come to you. That's me done for the afternoon. I'm heading home. Jump on the plane back to Christchurch. Hope the weather's good there. You've got Elizabeth Whelan to take you through the remainder of your card as we build towards the feature. Good afternoon.
See, Matthew, be fine in cool conditions when you arrive back in Christchurch, but pretty settled. That's the main thing for a nice smooth flight, hopefully for you. We'll catch you again soon, and join Liz after race number 8. I just like Easy Rider from the front. As you said, they went very, very slow and sprinted home in 25.8. It was a very cold day at Rangiora. He's still got to be able to run 25, even if you're going that slow, and he not only did it, he burst away from them. He beat Franco Nate, who was pretty average on Thursday night. He's a lot better than that Franco Nate. So I guess that's the only question mark around the form. But with Highview Freddie having to give him 20 metres, if they step both simultaneously, that's 20 metres he's going to have to make up just to get past him, which will become work for Highview Freddie. And then Woodley Legend doesn't mind a scrap. I reckon he might get forward in this race too. And then Highview Freddie, who races his best in front and just bowls along, will have to maybe work a little harder than is expected, and that just sets it up for Easy Rider. The start's the telling factor here. He's normally pretty good stand-start wise. Brosnan Transport, Timaru Winter Cup. Whistle has sounded, they're about to turn in. Nick McWelly, Ranfurly Rules and Well Armed. Easy Rider, Boomer Bailey and Shards Halo. Brent White and Stephen McNally looking for 3 for the day. Highview Freddie, Woodley Legend and Bank Raider. They turn in quickly. Close to a start. Feature race.
Happy, right.
Racing. He began well enough, Easy Rider. Well Arms keen to cross him at the start. Ranfurly Rules away safely. So too Shards Halo. Now, Well Armed is pacing really roughly outside the leader. Has lost 2 or 3 lengths as it drifts back, but is going more generously now. Nick McWillie slides up onto Well Armed's back. Woodley Legends against the pegs from Highview Freddie, Bank Raider and Boomer Bailey. Easy Rider leads 2 lengths. Second, Ranfurly Rules and Shards Halo's running third. 3 back the inside of Well Armed. Woodley Legend 4 back the markers from Nick McWillie and Highview Freddie. Next to the pegs, Boomer Bailey and Bank Raider whips them in. They turn to the back the first time, 2,150 to go. An Easy Rider and Robert John Budd out by 2.5 lengths. Ranfurly Rules on Ricky May second, and Shards Halo for Stephen McNally third. Well Armed and Colin de Philippi's ahead away fourth. Woodley Legend for Katie Cox, 4 back the inside of Nick McWillie and Gavin Smith. Then Highview Freddie and Blair Orange from Boomer Bailey and Nathan Williamson. And Bank Raider and Leo O'Reilly whips them in. They have 1,800 metres left to go. And the leader, Easy Rider, having an easy lead too. Second, Ranfurly Rules and Well Armed is breezing, but not overly keen to be there. It's dragging back further now, and is now ahead behind Shards Halo, who races to its inside. Against the markers, Woodley Legend and 3 wide Highview Freddie sent forward. Then Nick McWillie, Boomer Bailey and Bank Raider. 1,400 to go. Easy Rider turns in, but had a look over the shoulder to see who it was coming up 3 wide. Saw it was Highview Freddie, so he gives the lead away and will now trail the front runner. Parked up as Well Armed and Ranfurly Rules 3 back the pegs. Nick McWilly's around Shard's Halo from Bank Raider Woodley Legend, and Boomer Bailey is last. They've got a round to go. The Brosnan Transport Timaru Winter Cup is led by Highview Freddie, a slashing winner at this venue at his only look at the track. He leads a length and a half. Easy Rider trails second. Well Arms and Eckaway third. Ranfurly Rules as three back the inside. Next is Nick McWilly from Shard's Halo, Bank Raider, Woodley Legend and Boomer Bailey is last as Highview Freddie runs past the 1,000-metre peg. Leads by 2. Easy Rider second, inside of Well Armed from Nick McWilly. Ranfurly Rules as three back the inside from Bank Raider. They increase the speed now as Well Armed goes up within a half a length of the front runner. Last three, Shard's Halo inside of Boomer Bailey and Woodley Legend being restrained back to the tail end to clear traffic. The leader is Highview Freddie. They've got 700 to go. Second outside the speed, Well Armed. Easy Rider will wait use of the Brosnan Transport passing lane. A neck away fourth on the outside is Nick McWilly from Ranfurly Rules. Woodley Legend did clear traffic, went from the pegs to 3 wide, now 4 wide as Bank Raider came out inside of it. Ranfurly Rules, Shard's Halo and Boomer Bailey, they are packed up here. 4.5 lengths from the leader's nose to the last horse's rims. The leader turning for home is Highview Freddie. Well Armed is under pressure. Easy Rider waits to get through. Bank Raider wider out and wider again Woodley Legend. Highview Freddie leads. Margins a neck. Well Armed sticking. Easy Rider through in plenty of time. Highview Freddie leads. Margins a neck. Now ahead Easy Rider from Well Armed. Easy Rider puts it to Highview Freddie and Easy Rider wins the Brosnan Transport Winter Cup and beat Highview Freddie and either Well Armed or Shard's Halo late with a run. Then Ranfurly Rules. Boomer Bailey, Bank Raider, Nick McWilly and Woodley Legend is the last one in. Easy Rider, Bob Butts, 3.10 and $1.50. Beats 11 Highview Freddie at $1.40. And third at the line will either be Shard's Halo, number 4 at 3.10, or Well Armed, who came again after looking like it was in big bother turning for home. It's at $2.80. An artificial divine 4-year-old bay gelding. Bob Butt and David and Catherine Butt from Woodend Beach. And Tony McGrath, second number 11, Highview Freddie by Better's Delight out of Baptism of Fire. 4-year-old bay gelding, Blair Orange and Robert Dunn from Woodend Beach. And it's pretty close for third. Well Armed's a little prominent. A Real Desire, Heaven Sent 5-year-old, Colin DeFilippi and Alan Ford from Rakaya. There is no doubting Easy Rider has gone back to back, and that 20 metres at the start telling. Blair waited to mid-race to move on Highview Freddie, but he still had to make up that 20 metres at the start when Easy Rider was about second best away. I think Well Armed beat him off the tapes by a head or a neck. And then fitting in the Brosnan Transport Timaru Winter Cup, the winner uses the Brosnan Transport passing lane 2, full effect, and like a runaway Brosnan Transport freight truck steams through to beat Highview Freddie in the 8th of the day. Race number 9, the Coaster Howe and perfect packaging pace at 4.32. Scratchings of 3 Chuck Norris, 4 Mark Him and 6 All Nuts and Bolts. Here's Graham to confirm the first 4 in the Cup.
Placings confirmed. First is 2, Easy Rider. Second 11, Highview Freddie. Third 3, Well Armed. Fourth 4, Shard's Halo. Followed by 5, Ranfurly Rules. Confirmed placings 2, 11, 3, 4 and 5. The winner's time is 3:21.43. Mile rate of 2:04.7. The half 56.3. The quarter in 28 seconds. The margins ahead, 1 length, half ahead, 1 length.
Number 2, Easy Rider will take out the feature on the program. The Brosnan Transport Limited Timaru Winter Cup has been too good. Bob Butt doing the driving win for its start. Number 19 was one of the favourites, closing off at around $3.10. There is that result. Number 2, Easy Rider pays $3.10.150. 11 Highview Freddie $1.40 and 3 Well Armed $2.80. 2.11 Quinella pays $4.50, trifecta 2.11.3, $65.10, and the first 4 2.11.3 and 4 $283.70. Still have one more race to come from there this afternoon. The last gets underway at 4:32. Here's an early look at the market. Number 12 Hall of Fame paying $1.55 on final field, $2.160. on the tote does resume today. Matt Cross, having just left the studio, very keen on the chances of Hall of Fame here in the last. Support also for number 2, Anna Ivy at $7.50 with the bookies. 5 is Kiwi Az at $8.50. And also number 9, This Girl Is On Fire, who went a nice race for 3rd last time out, came home well and betting around at 2.5 lengths. Now, the last leg gets underway at 4:32. Our next live race, though, is the 7th coming out of the Auckland Greyhounds. It's great to be joining you here on TAB Trackside 1 this Sunday afternoon. I'll be taking you through the next couple of hours of the program. Really looking forward to the Pick 6 coming up out of Manukau Stadium. Great to have the Pick 6 back on a Sunday afternoon. $25,000 terminating up for grabs. That starts with race number 8 at 4:25. Right now, though, we have race number 7, and we're not too far away from a start. Number 3, Electric Impulse is the favourite here for Wayne and Tracy Steele. 340, 135 fixed at $4.10 and $2 on the tote. Very consistent. She's placed in her last 4 races. Second last starter behind quite a nice looking dog in Calypso Star. That was at Cambridge on the 30th of June. We'll look at that run very shortly. I thought that 5 Fortis Flyer had to be rated a chance here. Fortis Flyer is the kind of dog that can jump and run, paying $5.50, 180 fixed at $6.90, 180 the tote, so can overcome the box draw here in race number 7. This one's the second leg of a TAB double and the first leg of a treble. Here is a look at the last start run for second by Electric Impulse at Cambridge. This was on the 30th of June. She drew box 3, seen here in the white rug.
Good line. Getting out early there would have been Nangar Gem. Inside there we go to New Look. Instant Success. Calypso Star out wide is still looking for a bit of room. There is Electric Impulse. That's followed off the track a bit by that one up there would have been Rockin' Fancy. And not in the race today. Kinloch Ost. There's one tailed off last. Spinell on the corner. Inside there still kicking Nangar Gem. They're coming down the outside. Calypso Star says goodbye. Calypso Star. Then we go Nangar Gem. Electric Impulse has been tidy.
As you can see, that she just sort of got a wee bit held up there, crucial stages, but once she got clear, she was flying home late. Electric Impulse, a big run, and with any ounce of luck here, we'll be right in this in race number 7. And we do have a very good first for Carry Forward here, and with an upset in the previous. First for Carry Forward of over $3,000 going forward into race number 7, so definitely worth having a go. It's probably not the easiest of races to be taking a first for, but Electric Impulse right in this. At 5 Fortis Flyer, you also need to be including, I think, first or second, $5.50. The draws lately, look, they haven't been ideal, but she can win from the draw. She won from box 6 here 3 starts ago on the 19th of June, leading them throughout on that occasion, and that's what she's capable of. Number 2 is Montana, if you're looking for some value. Phil Green has already had success in the day. Montana paying $7 fixed, $9 and $2.80 on the tote. 2 starts ago was a winner betting home Yaps Me Mum. That was over the 650 metres at Cambridge. He is a good strong dog. He lined up in ahead of the Silver Collar and he led for quite a bit of the way, number 2 Montana. So he also needs to be rated a chance in this. $7 on fixed odds, $11 and $2.70 on the tote. 7 Instant Success is the second favourite here, an interesting runner for Dennis Schofield, who is having a very good day today. 460 on option 307, 510 and 230 on the tote. Instant Success, look, he's only actually had the 1 race day start here in New Zealand. Wasn't a bad New Zealand debut, 4th last time out. That was in behind Calypso Star, so the same race that we just saw Electric Impulse finishing second. Instant Success did finish 4th. That was a mixed C2 and 3 race. Lining up today in a mixed C1 and 2 event. Instant Success comes up with box 7 again, so hasn't had much luck with the box draws since arriving here in New Zealand, but no doubt will show improvement today. First for pull, it's really starting to climb with that 3K first for Carry Forward. It's up to $5,600. We've still got over a minute of betting time remaining. Number 8, April's Me Mum. I think he owes me a wee bit of money punting. He's paying $15 on fixed odds. He's the kind of dog who can show up on occasion. Was a winner here 3 starts ago. A very good run betting home percentage girl back on at the 12th of June. 60 seconds away from race number 7. Peter Early, a very good afternoon to you, and I hope you're not feeling too bad.
Yeah, I am feeling bad. Feel sorry for me, please, Liz. 3, 5, 7 and 2 for me here. Electric Impulse, surely she must bounce back today. She's run a 30 and 12 here, and that's good enough to win this by 6 there. But she's been finishing her races all right, so she won't get a better chance than today. 5 of Fortis Flyers got a bit of early speed, will need it off the 5. The 7 Instant Success. I think you'll see improvement there for Schofield's Charge. I know it just finished 4th behind Calypso Star. at Cambridge when we were down there the other day. And Where Are You in the Market is showing around, it's right there, isn't it, 450 there for the 7, 430 now, 460 the book. And the Stripes Montana should be match fit, has been racing distance. Just forget that run here the other day. It just never ever got warm, got charged into going into the first bend there. So 3, 5, 7 and 2, and a Percentage Girl will be hitting it all right. Interesting go. 7th about to load them, Thrilling Riot, Electric Impulse, Fortis Flyer, Instant Success, Montana, Percentage Girl, Lochinvar Bell, and April's My Mum. Favourite comes off the 3, races the white, Electric Impulse, certainly due a turn when you look at the form line, 2, 3, 2, 2 its last few runs. 4, Wayne and Tracy Steele. And we're set to go. Last one down, Montana, ready to go. Bunny rolls. The 7th of the day. Set. 4. Getting away on nice, all right here was Percentage Girl, and out wide of the track there now is Instant Success finds a lead. Instant Success to the lead here, Percentage Girl. Then we go back to Fortis Flyer, around the outside of runners there, trying to make up a bit of ground as they go down at the back there. That would be Thrilling Ride, and behind that too, Fortis Fiona, a length or 2 back there, Electric Impulse, April's My Mum, and last of all there, Montana. Off the top they come, and Percentage Girl's found the lead, still trying hard, and behind Instant Success. Percentage Girl, Instant Success. Thrilling Right. Then we go back there to Lochinvar Bell, Montana, when it was all over. And towards the tail of the field there, Electric Impulse didn't do a hell of a lot. And Fortis Flyer. And April's My Mum back there. Too good here. And just once it's found the lead, has been too strong. A Percentage Girl, we know that this greyhound can win over ground. And well, has been placed over ground. It has been too strong. Once we saw it sitting up in front there, 7, Instant Success. I suppose there's a bit of improvement there. The 1, Thrilling Riot, and the 6, 30 and 67 goes on the board. Running 14 and 98. It's from the start. You can see the early speed. A bit of a jostling in behind. The 3 wanted to get across, and there was no room for there after a slow beginning. The 7's found the lead there. That is Instant Success. The 4, they just sat behind, went to them down the back, and really has got